Hey y'all, it's Coach K, and I want to welcome you to episode 59 of the Stimulus Package. Today, we're talking about point of view. Now, I know that when you hear point of view, you instantly think of perspective and how we see things, and you will be absolutely correct. But I want to make sure that I mention where our point of view comes from. A lot of people neglect the fact that our point of view is made up of our experiences, our current circumstances, and a little bit of our ego and our, pride as well. So we have to be real with ourselves and know that at times our point of view can sometimes be skewed or warped to fit what we feel like is the problem. And since we know that at times we can kind of change the story up and make things look a certain way, we should honestly not trust our eyes all the time. Kirk Franklin has this lyric in a song called Favor where it says, "We'll never be free if we live by what we see." And that line is real. Like, honestly, whenever we look at other people's situations or whenever we are trying to download and understand what's happening in our lives, we tend to see things from a certain perspective. And at times you need other people around you to help you get the full picture in like the bird's eye view so that you can have the full picture and be able to like move forward and act accordingly. And we don't always allow that to happen. And so this week I want to encourage you to understand your point of view, but also understand that sometimes your point of view can be skewed, and allow other people that you love and that you have equally respect for, allow them to help you piece together the puzzle to understand the full picture, because at times we miss things, at times we overlook things on purpose, and at times we allow experiences to change the way that we are. We allow experiences to impact us in a negative way. And so everyone that comes after that experience has to pay for that experience. And that's not fair to anyone involved, right? And another thing I want to speak to is we have to learn how to celebrate each other, love each other, and honor each other at all times. It doesn't matter who you are, what class you in, what race you are, what culture, what gender you are. We as a people, human race, needs to understand how to do this for each other. Just because someone else is winning and you are struggling in this moment does not mean that your dreams and the plan that God has for your life is less than. Right now, it just means that they're in their winning season and you may be in your sowing season. Like, there's no way to compare the two. We're two different people, two different types of situations, and we have to understand that how we see that situation can really impact our growth and elevation. In every situation, you have a split second to decide if you're going to be inspired or allow yourself to be insecure. Honestly, I believe that we should stop looking at other people's situations with our rose-tinted glasses and thinking about ourselves, and just start clapping for others and applauding others and helping them to be, lifted up in that moment. And know that regardless of what's happening, God has not forgotten about us. God has not forgotten about you. Whenever I see people win, especially people in my circle and people that are near me, I get super excited because I know that God is in the neighborhood. That means that He's near. Maybe He's coming to my house next. And also, it's just exciting to see other people get to the space where they've worked for, like they've strived and worked and put in that sweat equity for. It's just exciting to see the win come full circle. And so please, y'all, do not allow yourself to let your point of view cause you to miss out on the blessing of being inspired by the things that are happening. Whether it's good or bad, you can be positively inspired by a negative situation if you allow yourself to see it, or if you allow other people to help you pick out the positive things of that situation. Ultimately, we all have a responsibility to try to see the glass half full versus half empty. And if your point of view is skewed, you may want to get reinforcements just to check on yourself, make sure you good, put in checkpoints, make sure you ain't, tripping. Because I call my friends often and be like, am I tripping, or do you see this the same way I see it? That way I know that it's not just me, and I also know that I'm giving myself a chance to be held accountable and check my feelings at the door. So I always say this: check your feelings at the door and fix your face. Because I know at times my point of view can be skewed. So I put in situations and moments for me to be able to get checked by people, or I check myself often and reflect so that I won't make missteps and I won't misunderstand or misinterpret something that is happening in my life. I choose to be inspired and I choose not to be insecure. And I hope that y'all will do the same this week. You have to have faith. You have to have an understanding that no matter what the circumstances look like, that things will get better. Things are progressing, and these things will eventually become, full circle and be exactly what God said they would be. And I think that is so important, especially in our walk, especially in our daily walk. Our point of view sometimes causes us to forget that. And so I just wanted to remind y'all of that. And faith is required in this life. So if you're going to do this thing called life, you're going to have to start believing in things you can't see right now. You're going to have to also believe that when you see someone else win, that you can do the same thing. God is definitely still going to make do on the promises that he gave you. And them winning and you being exposed to that winning allows you to know that that is proof that God is working. So you have a choice to decide if you're going to be inspired or if you're going to become insecure. And so it's up to you. Like, it's completely up to you in your point of view. And I think that in this life, we cannot afford to let what we see on the day-to-day impact us in such a negative way where we stop and we don't believe in what we're doing. So until next time, stay focused, trust God, and respect the process. I'm Coach K. Be sure to come by our page and follow us at Level 27 Coaching on all social media platforms. Also, come subscribe to our Spark Plug Club at www.level27coaching.com. And we will be starting something new called Life Live. So I'll be going live with some great people. Sometimes I'll be going live by myself. Y'all hop on and talk to me. We recently wrapped season 2 of the podcast, so you can go check out the episodes and catch up on the episodes, and we'll be coming back in the fall with season 3. And yeah, so Level 27 is gonna keep on pumping out content and doing what we can to help y'all, transition through life. And y'all be blessed. I love y'all. Have a great week.